How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday. 8 returns for you today. That's right, 8 returns, including our very first one here from West Palm Beach, Florida. Let's tear into it and find out who we've got. We've got an unsigned index card. The suspense is killing me. We've got John Tutor on an 87 Topps Tiffany card signed for the set. Of course, my 1987 Topps update video was posted on Friday. That's right. Update number 18. I did not have a John Tutor card signed. I do now. I've got an 84 Topps and 89 Upper Deck signed for the sets, but I did not have an 87 Topps card. Had to pay Past Pros $10 for this card. The other two cards I did get signed for free before he was signing. I think he was signing for free prior to the middle of 2020. But there you guys go. John Tutor with a very unique signature, of course. 12 years in the bigs, 5 with Boston, 5 with St. Louis, 2 years with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and 1 little year in 1984 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Of course, he was traded from the Red Sox to the Pirates for Mike Easler, and then was traded to the Pirates to the St. Louis Cardinals for George Hendrick. Of course, he had that incredible year in 1985 where he finished second in the Cy Young Award balloting to none other than Doc Gooden. Ended his career with the Los Angeles Dodgers, including a 1988 World Series championship ring. So awesome return for John Tutor, $10 through Pass Pros. Some of you might be wondering what Pass Pros is. It's a website, passpros.com. They have a bunch of players signed up, and they facilitate autographs through them, kind of a third party. They take the payment, and they give you their information, and you send off the invoice along with the card or cards you want signed, and they sign them and send them back to you. So this address is pretty much a non-starter for you unless you're going through Pass Pros and you have an invoice in there. So not even sure why I'm posting it, but I usually post them, so there it is. But you'll have to go through Pass Pros to get his autograph. I do not think he will operate outside the boundaries of Pass Pros. Some of those guys do. Some of them don't. Some of them are very strict about it. So there you guys go. Pass Pros for John Tutor, $10 a card. Fairly reasonable. Thanks for the return, John, and getting another card signed for the 87 Top set. Let's move on, guys, to return number 2. All right, our next envelope is from Illinois, suburban Illinois, according to the stamp on the envelope. And we've got Dan Pasqua. Dan Pasqua on a 91 Stadium Club card. And an unsigned 85 Donruss card, unfortunately. The rookie card he did not sign. He did sign a 91 Topps Stadium Club very nicely, though, in the pajama uniforms that the White Sox wore occasionally back in the early 90s. A nice return from Dan Pasqua. 10 years in the bigs, 3 of those with the Yankees before finishing his career, and the remaining 7 years of his career with the Chicago White Sox. Nice return from Dan. I guess he only signs 1. I don't know. I sent him 2. I didn't think I was being too greedy, but there you guys go. There's information. Awesome return from Dan Pasqua. Let's move on, guys, to return number 3. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for return numero 4. Let's carefully tear into this and see who we have back. Got the index card we can put off to the side, as well as we got a signature card signed by TTM legend Bobby Shantz with a 52 AL MVP inscription right there. 1954 Topps card signed as well. That 54 Topps card is 70 years old. And Bobby Shantz turned 99 last year, September of 2024, turned 99 years young. I had that card sitting around. I said to myself, man, I can't believe I have a Bobby Shantz card without an autograph on it. So I sent it off, got it back very quickly, very nice. I did send him, I think, $10. I usually send him some money, and he usually obliges with inscriptions. Your mileage may vary, but at 99 years young, I'm not taking any chances. Nice to get this back. Of course, he had a great career, nice 16-year career. Spent most of those years in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Athletics. In fact, 1952, he was an AL MVP. And that 54 Topps card, he is still a Philadelphia A. That was their last year in Philly before moving to Kansas City and, of course, moving to Oakland, and now they're moving again. So they need to keep the Athletics name because they are nomads. They always move around. They move from coast to coast. Got to keep that Athletics name because they are a wandering ball club if ever there was one. Bobby Shantz, there's information. Awesome return from him. Again, first ballot Hall of Famer as far as TTMs are concerned. He's been doing it for many years. Nice, awesome return. 1952 AL MVP, 1958 World Series champion, 3-time All-Star. What else is there to say? Nice return. Bobby Shantz, happy to get that card inked up. Even though it's already got a facsimile signature on it, that's fine. Sig on Sig crime, I get it, but it still looks good. Nice return. Let's move on to return number 5. Honolulu, Hawaii for our next return. Very exciting. We don't get too many from Hawaii. And from the feel of it, there's not much in here. We've got Joey Meyer. Joey Meyer on an 89 Upper Deck card signed for the set. He also uses past pros. I think this cost about 13 bucks. Joey Meyer spent 1988 and 1989 with the Milwaukee Brewers, hitting .251 with 18 home runs as a DH and a first baseman. He struck out a ton and did not last very long in the major leagues. Hit a ton of home runs in the minors, hit a ton of home runs in Japan, most notably known for hitting the longest home run of all time, which is something you guys might not know about, but I do. 582 feet back in 1987, playing for the Denver Zephyrs at Mile High Stadium, playing against the Buffalo Bisons. He hit 3 home runs that day, 7 RBIs. His middle home run came and went to left center field, and you can see video of it online, Mile High Stadium. The video, it was on TV, I guess, or someone took video of it, so you can see video of it on YouTube if you want to check out his home run. 582 feet, just a massive shot, of course. Sure, it was mile high, thin air, all that stuff, but hey, man, that was a baseball stadium until 2002. Anybody could have hit one that far, and no one did. Only him hit one in the upper deck up there above the retired names of former Bronco players, of course. They replaced the seat, the blue seat he hit, with an orange seat, and that orange seat remained from 87 all the way till 2002. You can now see it in some of the Rockies of Hall of Fame collections that they have. They have the ball in the seat. They have both seats, actually, the orange seat and the blue seat that it hit. So 582 feet, pretty impressive. If you didn't know about Joey Meyer, now you do. Let's move on, guys, to our next return. All right, this next one's kind of exciting because it's a forward from my old address. I've lived in this house for over a year. So this one is a long return from at least a year ago. San Diego, California. Try to get a gauge of where to rip this. Someone suggested I use a letter opener, but we're doing okay by just ripping the envelopes. We've got Kurt Stillwell, of course, go figure. He had one return of 801 days I got back. 87 Topps card signed for the set, as well as a cool 92 Topps winners card. I love getting those winners cards signed. Kurt Stillwell, who had a 9-year career, was a All-Star in 1988. Of course, he was a former first-round draft pick, a second overall of the Reds back in 1983. Spent most of his years with Kansas City, with Kansas City, and a couple years with a few other teams after that. Nice return from Kurt Stillwell, who, yes, takes a long time to get back. Glad to get these cards signed. Glad to get that one card signed for the set. Son of Ron Stillwell, who played for the Washington Senators back in 1961 and 1962. A nice return from Kurt, finally. Took a while, but I got it back. Nice return. Got an 18-month extension on my forwarding, so hopefully hopefully I get some more long shots back, or at least some long returns back. We'll see, I guess. But there you guys go. There's information. Awesome return from Kurt Stillwell. Let's move on to our next return. All right, friends, moving right along. San Diego, California for our next return here. And we have one thin blank index card, as well as a Baltimore Orioles signature card signed by Murv Redmund. All right. 3-time World Series champion. He inscribed on the signature card, as well as, yes, I got my team card back of the Orioles, 1974 Topps, signed by Brooks Robinson, as well as Jim Palmer, now signed by Murv Redmund. Now, he was, his last year on the Orioles was 73. He was off in 74 on another team, but I thought I would get him. I thought he was well-deserving of the Baltimore Orioles team card there. Of course, he won a World Championship with the Orioles in 1970. Won a World Championship with the Reds in 75, and won a World Championship with the A's in 89 as a coach. Spent 13 years in the Big, 6 of those with Baltimore. Really happy to get that Brooks card back. Obviously, that card looks pretty sweet. Thankfully, Murv signed over the names. I know a lot of the players that sign those cards are very wary about signing over the players' faces and all that stuff, so he just signed right on them, which is great, which is what I'm hoping they do. I know my Mets card, everyone's kind of signed around the border, so who do I send this Orioles team card off to next? It's got to be a 100% guaranteed return because, of course, Brooks is on there. Right now, it's already super cool with Brooks on there. If I lost it, I've got backup Baltimore Oriole team cards from 74 Topps, but I don't think the backups would be, even if I got them signed by 5 or 6 guys, would be as cool as that signed by Brooks and Jim Palmer. So let me know what you guys think I should do with that card, who I should send it off to next. Very excited. Originally drafted by the Cowboys in 1965 draft, actually, in the NFL Draft 65. Did not know at the time that he had signed a contract with the Orioles the day before, so too bad, Cowboys. Suck it. Let's move on, guys, to our next return. All right, friends, next return number 7. Bear with me. Atlanta, Georgia. That's right. It's a long, I told you, 8 returns. And these videos are not going to be short when I open up a bunch of envelopes, but 7th return is going to be a bright green index card, and we've got another Pass Pros guy, Pete Smith. Pete Smith, who had a nice career, actually. First-round draft pick of the Phillies back in 1984, 21st pick overall. Played 11 years in the bigs, and it was about $5 a card for him. Came out to about $11 with fees through Pass Pros, so I sent him a 94 Topps card. 94 Topps. I sent him a Upper Deck card, 95 Upper Deck card of him as a Met. He did not do very well as a Met. He was a gas can as a Met. I think he led the league in home runs given up as a Met in 94. But yeah, 11-year career, 7 with Atlanta. He was really good with Atlanta. Awesome return from Pete Smith. Got another card signed for my 89 Upper Deck set. Very happy about that. Let's move on, guys, to our final return of the day. All right, friends, final return is from West Palm Beach, Florida. I think our first return was from West Palm Beach, Florida. So we're bookending this Through the Mail Monday with West Palm Beach returns here. I've got to carefully open this because there's, looks like he answered some questions, so don't want to rip anything important. We've got some answered questions in this envelope. Hopefully they're answered. Otherwise, he just sent them back for no good reason. I don't see any writing on that, but let's see here. We've got, oh, there is writing. Perfect. We've got another signature card here, as well as probably a team card. Montreal Expos signed by Jim Lyttle. Jim Lyttle, who spent 73, 74, 75, and 76 with the Expos there. A 74 Topps card signed, as well as a 72 Topps card as in White Sox. Another first-round draft pick back in 1966. 10th overall from the Yankees. And, of course, he was my first person to sign my Expos 74 Topps team card. Actually signed it really well. Real big border on the lots of room to sign on that card. That's such a random framing of the team photo there. That's lots of grass for a team photo. But, hey, I'm not, maybe photography wasn't that big of a deal back in the day. So gives him lots of room to sign. So who should I send this Expos card off to next? I have no idea. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. I'll figure it out myself if I don't get any ideas. But very cool. Jim Lyttle signed on the Expos SID card, team card, as well as 72 and 74 Topps card signed for the set. I might have actually already had some 74 Topps card signed by him, but I got another one signed, so what's the big deal? Let's get to. And we've got our questions answered. How many autograph requests do you typically receive each week or month? He says 5 to 10 a week during the season. Is there something out there you would like those that request autographs to know? Pet peeves, annoyances, etc. He said, thank you for being a fan. Without people like you, there would be no baseball. Do you still follow the game? He said only the postseason. Well, he probably liked Friday's postseason game against the Dodgers and the Yankees, where Freddie Freeman hit a walk-off grand slam. Of course, I'm doing this Saturday afternoon. I have no idea how Saturday's game went. And, of course, Game 3 is in Yankee Stadium tonight on Monday. So, lots of postseason baseball to go. Hopefully it'll be just go 7 games. I really don't care who wins. But very nice return from Jim Lyttle, Boca Raton, Florida. Very cool. That's mouthy rat, I think, in Spanish. As you guys can tell, I am hitting my team cards hard. 74 Topps, as well as getting those 89 Upper Deck cards, blah, 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 signed. What I did during the playoff games that the Mets were in, the divisional series, the championship series, I went through my 89 Upper Deck set, and I just pulled out all the guys that signed, either Pass Pros, private signings, through the mail. Went through that whole set, hit it hard. I just sit there and I watch those games. I just can't sit there and watch the game like a serial killer. I've got to be doing something. I gotta be focusing on something because it's just it's too nerve-wracking, those games. So as many of you know, of course, who followed me last week's Through the Mail Monday, I even went live from Dodger Stadium last Sunday for Game 6 of the NLCS. I was there overlooking the field. Had great seats, first row there in the upper deck. Not the upper deck, but the loge level. Very nice, really good seats. I tried to do some field seats on Saturday night. I was looking for tickets, but man, sometimes you got umpires in the way. You've got base coaches in the way, players in the way of seeing the ball and seeing the batter sometimes. So, man, I just that upper level, loge level, I think is perfect. If you can get a front row seat and kind of hang out there on the railing, I think those are primo seats. So, here's of course this week's haul. I'll show you some photos I took of last week's Saturday's game 6. I really enjoyed my trip to Dodger Stadium, my first time there. Of course, been to 3 stadiums this year. I went to San Francisco, went to Seattle, and of course finished off in LA. I do love the old school feel of it. Wish that if it was my everyday normal stadium, I wish I had a little more amenities like the Seattle and San Francisco ballparks do. But getting off subject here, had a really good time at the Dodger game. It was due. I parked in lot 1 with little baseballs with the numbers on it. So lot 1, I was way down there in the hole, and it was daylight when I parked. And then, gosh, by the time the game ended and I walked outside the stadium thinking I just retraced my steps, boy, everything looked different because there was cars everywhere. Took me a little while to find my car, but I found it. Got out of there. I had to turn my LFGM shirt inside out because it was not family friendly, and I tried to play stupid, but the guy said it out loud to me at the gate, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's I guess, you know. I guess I'll turn it in. So I walked me to the bathroom. I had to turn my shirt inside out, my LFGM shirt on. So that was a bad sign. Whatever. So I had a Dodger blue shirt on, and people didn't even know if I was a Mets fan. I had my Mets hat on though, so people were like, everybody wanted my rally towel. I'm like, nah, I put that in my pocket. It's like, no, I'm keeping my rally towel, man. Pitching was horrible, absolutely dreadful. Every out was a struggle. If you watched it as a Met fan and you watched the game, it was just, it was terrifying. The whole thing was terrifying. I wasn't sad. I wasn't upset. I recorded the celebration at the end, and I stayed and watched the MVP ceremony and the NL championship and trophy and all that stuff. And I just sat there and just watched the whole thing, took it all in, and was really happy I was there. I really wish I had a game 7 to go to, because then I had nothing to do on Monday. Monday I went to Santa Monica, went to the pier, walked the bike path there, and then went to Hollywood and went to the TCL Chinese Theater and looked at the handprints out front. That was really cool, and walked up and down probably a mile or 2 down the Hollywood Boulevard there, looking at the stars and getting a slice of pizza and just doing this, that, and the other, and just kind of killing some time and doing some shopping. And that was fun. Monday was fun. It would have been a lot more fun if I was at a ball game on Monday, but I wasn't. Saved myself a few $100 probably, but I digress. Glad I got to see the Mets playoff game. Never seen a Mets playoff game before, so very happy, very excited for next year. Hopefully they can get back there again and make another run at it. So Yankees, Dodgers. Some of the Dodger fans were not great near me, and you know, growing up a Mets fan, of course, I had lots of friends that were Yankee fans, and of course, you know, we're all very old. We're 40 years older now, and it's tough for me to root against the Yankees just because I didn't like some of those guys, and I want their team to lose. It's kind of a dumb reason to dislike a team, but you know, it's part of being a fan, I guess. Fandom and hate watching or rooting against certain teams. But Dodgers, Yankees, I don't care. Dodgers, I got that Shohei Ohtani autograph rookie card from my remember my $1,000 box video from way back in the day. It's got tons of views, but I pulled an Ohtani auto out of that. So I think that was out of 25, I think, or maybe out of 50. I'm not sure what it was, but it's kind of my big expensive card. Ohtani wins a World Series, even if he gets hurt and doesn't finish off his career, he'll be legendary. That card will always be worth a little bit of money. So that'll be cool if he gets a ring finally. And as a National League fan, I just want the Dodgers to just win, get it over with, get your ring, and go away. But that's not how it works. That happens in football because everyone wants to get paid, and you can't keep your team together with a salary cap. So baseball's different. They're built to kind of go for years and years, and not. I mean, you're not losing. Dodgers aren't losing to other teams in free agency. They're winning free agency. So it's a little frustrating. So I don't know, man. I don't know who to root for. I just want a good series. I don't care. That's it. That's all I got to say. Showed you all my stuff from the game on last Saturday. Good weekend. Spur of the moment thing, man. Woke up Saturday morning and my wife just kind of talked me into going. And I'm like, all right. Got on my phone and booked the trip. I was on a plane at 4 o'clock and landed at 8 o'clock. And in my hotel room at 9:30, ordering DoorDash, and up looking for tickets Sunday morning. Went to the game. Rented a car actually. Ended up renting a car. I was gonna Uber everywhere, but holy cow, man! Uber ride was $50 everywhere, and I could have gotten a car for about 120 for the 3 days. So I just did that, and it was actually cheaper to rent the car than it was to Uber everywhere. So anyway, I digress. I'm gonna get going. This video is already super long. Hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, do all those things, or not. I don't care. You know me. I'm not pushy. I say these things because I'm just used to saying them. Just whatever. Anyway, another good video. Hope you guys liked it. Another good video coming up on Friday. Another set update video. This week it will be 1974 tops once again. Very excited. Looking forward to that. Or wait, no, it was 74 tops last week. It's going to be 89 upper deck. I don't know what it's going to be. Just be surprised. This is the order it goes in. 89, 84, 87, 74. So 89 upper deck, 84 tops, 87 tops, 74 tops. We'll go in that order. Anyway, that's it, my friends. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. It's time for me to do another live I read all the comments video. I keep wanting to do that, but weather's been kind of nasty outside. Plus, we're getting attacked by stink bugs right now, so that's not pleasant to be outside right now. So anyway, that's it. It's Saturday. Go Ducks. I think they're playing Illinois today, and me and my good buddy Russell, 2 S's, 2 L's, will be there at the game and on Saturday. So another busy weekend for me. Of course, it's Monday. You guys don't care. Hopefully the Ducks won because that was 2 days ago, and you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. All right. That's it. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.